I'm sure you've heard women call themselves, I'm a queen, I'm a princess, I'm strong and independent, I'm a boss babe, I'm the best that you'll ever get, etc. These are terrible things for a woman to say because it shows that she's utterly incapable of being a follower. It shows that she's incapable of being a helpmate, that everything in her life is about her and it will never be about you. So avoid women like this like the plague. This should be obvious. These things are highly disruptive to a positive relationship and are likely to lead to all kinds of drama and problems. Once again, it's impossible to have a masculine-feminine polarity when the girl believes she's an entitled narcissistic queen. Hello and welcome to the heliosblog. My name is Helios. Today, we're going to talk about dating after a narcissistic relationship. I'm telling you, you need to listen to this to the end. This information will prevent you from long-term misery. I'm speaking this because many people have requested this article. Let's talk about what it's like to date a narcissist. Men need to be very careful of women like this, and in fact, many men end up dating women like this, especially when they're younger, and that's because they have no idea the red flags to look out for. And also, when men are younger, they have less options. Because they need sex, they're willing to settle for less, for lower quality women. There are many men that end up with trash women without knowing that they're even with trash until later, after being burned. Okay, here we go. What is a narcissistic relationship? A narcissistic relationship is what it sounds like. It's a relationship with a narcissist. Let me define what narcissism is. A narcissist is defined as a person with a mental condition in which they have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and a lack of empathy for others. And this is from the Mayo Clinic. Obviously, you don't want to be in such a relationship. Now, here is the problem. Because of social media and the age of the gynocracy, or the matriarchy, more women than ever are raised to be narcissistic. They're raised to only care about themselves, and they're raised to develop their brand of me to extremes, because of course, as they're growing up, they're taught that they can do no wrong, that they're strong and independent, that they can be whatever they like, that men are trash, and so on. And people with low empathy, especially women who are created by such a society, are very likely to cause you huge problems. Since the world favors women in practically all things, a narcissistic woman will likely cause you legal trouble. So of course, you want to avoid like the plague these sorts of women. How do you know if you've been in a narcissistic relationship? Well, here are the signs. If you've ever had a woman show you the following pattern of behaviors, you have been in a narcissistic relationship. Listen carefully. 1. Treats you as though you're inferior to her. 2. Doesn't care about you. 3. Tries to control all of your actions. 4. Has an excessive need to be praised. 5. Cares only about herself and not about you at all. 6. Has been violent. And 7. Has difficulty modifying behavior even when you've told her you don't like it. These are the kind of women that are domineering, that will order you around, and that will treat you as though you're a servant while she is the queen. And I'm sure you've heard women call themselves, I'm a queen, I'm a princess, I'm strong and independent, I'm a boss babe, I'm the best that you'll ever get, etc. These are terrible things for a woman to say because it shows that she's utterly incapable of being a follower. It shows that she's incapable of being a helpmate, that everything in her life is about her and it will never be about you. So avoid women like this like the plague. This should be obvious. These things are highly disruptive to a positive relationship and are likely to lead to all kinds of drama and problems. Once again, it's impossible to have a masculine-feminine polarity when the girl believes she's an entitled narcissistic queen. Obviously. So what to do if you've been in a narcissistic relationship? You're likely going to need therapy after being in such a relationship. Women like this are capable of causing real damage and hurting you psychologically in ways that may be hard to heal. Talking to a professional may be your best option at that point. You need to make sure that you're not treating any new woman as though they're narcissists, as you may reward behaviors that will cause any new women in your life to to exhibit narcissistic-like actions. You also need to understand that as a man, your needs are important and must be met. Men don't have many needs, but the needs we have are extremely important. Here are the things that men need from women in relationships. So they need sex, they need fitness, femininity, submission, sexual loyalty, and cooperation. Narcissistic women are not going to be feminine, submissive, cooperative, or sexually loyal. Obviously, you should keep that in mind for your own benefit in the future, so that you can avoid women like this. Now we go to the next point, which is, are all women narcissists? Not all women are narcissists, of course, because narcissism is a psychological disorder. Though, as a result of the modern matriarchy, the gynocentric social order that we live in, more women than ever before have narcissistic behaviors, and that makes relationships with them difficult. If you talk to a group of men, or if you talk to many men in your life, you'll know that many men have problems with the modern age. Online dating, with the excessive use of social media, with the body positivity movement, with Me Too, with, the state of modern marriage, the state of the laws, and how women are favored in every possible respect. Obviously, these modern ills are creating more and more and more narcissistic women, or women with narcissist-like behaviors which are totally unattractive to men. And obviously it's a problem. Now you have been forewarned, and forewarned is forearmed. Now you know that these sorts of women exist, and you need to avoid women like this. So here is your conclusion. Dating after a narcissistic relationship may be hard and will likely require therapy. Luckily, not all women are narcissists. It's extremely important that you understand that these kinds of women can exist for your own sake. The best cure is prevention. Now that you know, avoid at all costs. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/heliosyoutube. Rumble, bit.ly/heliosrumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/heliospodcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/heliosdonations and buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Thank you so much for all of your support.